are listening to the Pathfinder Guru podcast, where we help you to become a greater leader. Join us as we take the Advent message to all the world in our generation. So, are you ready to become a guru in this ministry?
On Christ the solid rock I stand, all other grounds is sinking sand. All other grounds is sinking sand. Oh! On Christ, the solid rock I stand. All other grounds is sinking sand. I'm not preaching, but this song touched my heart as I was listening to it rather during the week. It motivated me. It kept me going. On Christ, the solid rock, I will stand, because on all other grounds are sinking sand. Oh my word. Blessed are those that trust in the Lord. Blessed are those that believe that God will make a way. But without further ado, attention! Welcome to the Pathfinder Guru podcast, and thank you very much for joining us. I was touched by the song, listening to it, and it motivated me that I should be on the solid rock, which is God Himself, because all other grounds are sinking sand. Today, we are going to talk about leading without a position. It is very much common that people want to become leaders only when they are given positions. But in the Adventist church, in particular in the Adventist youth, as a leader, you lead without a position. You are capable of leading without a position. I went to a Pathfinder fair, and during the Sabbath, sitting with the club that I was going with, and I noticed that there was a problem whereby there was a particular gate in the far end of where we were that was not monitored, meaning there was no security at the gate at the time. And I took it upon myself to stand there in that pathway leading to the gate. What I was preventing is that I saw a problem whereby children were exiting using the back gate. And should something happen to them, we were going to be held accountable. And I took it upon myself to stand there, and whenever they wanted to come out, I firmly instructed them to use the main entrance, which we normally used when we were doing the fair events. They were using that particular gate. So I was leading without a position. I was taking upon responsibility without being me told that you are required to take upon this responsibility. And that's one thing that I want to touch on today, is that as a leader, familiarize yourself that you need to lead without a position. As a master guide, as a senior youth leader, as a director, even if you're attending conference events, union events, you have to lead without a position, because you are entitled, you are given a responsibility by your local church to look after your local church and other children. So if you are going to say, this is not my responsibility, then you're not taking upon it. Then if something would have happened to those children who were exiting using the back gate, then what was going to happen? We were going to be held accountable. It was going to be a sad day at the camp. But once you are taking upon responsibility and you are saying to yourself, as a leader, I will take upon the baton and lead without a position, you are showing that you understand that such things happen. And after I took upon standing there, one of the presidents came to say, no, congratulations, or thank you rather for doing that. And the gate was closed because he knew the people to talk to so that the gate can be closed. And after that, the gate was closed. But meanwhile, the gate was still open without supervision. I tried by all means to lead without a position and stand there and try to control that gate. Without me being told, without me even getting the congratulation. Leading without a position, sometimes you are not going to get that thank you. You're not going to get that well done. You're not going to get the recognition. But once you know in your heart of hearts, when you were invested as a master guide, you took a vow. When you wore that scarf as a master guide, as a leader, when the church approved you as a director, you were automatically responsible for everything. So it is upon you as a leader. It is upon you as a director, as a master guide, as a senior youth leader, as a parent, as a guardian, to take upon this ministry and lead without opposition. As master guides, as a master guide, when you see that there is a gap in your church, take that gap. There is no way that a church can have a master guide and they say there is no sermon for the day. There is no Sabbath school for the day. There is no lesson that can be taught in the afternoon. As a master guide, as an invested master guide, as an invested senior youth leader, that cannot happen. As a director of a church, in the Pathfinder Club or in Adventurer Club, there is no way that they can be a full day where children are idling, because you are taking upon that mission to say you are leading without a position if you do not have a position. If you are a master guide who is not a director, you fill in the gaps. Thank you very much for joining us. But for now, you are dismissed.